All right. Let's get settled in. Come on, listen. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I can say all is well.
Right here, right now, is where God is. And I know that. I know that presence is here. That loving, kind, giving, peaceful presence is here. I know that I'm part of it. That it is that wonderful one mind, one intelligence that guides and directs in loving, kind, open ways to me and to all my beloveds here and online. And I know that today's experience in love and life and peace and harmony is right here. So I say thank you to all here, and knowing that our entertainment, our talk, everything is absolutely perfect because we live in that perfection and we know it. And so it is.
So it is. Yes. Thank you. And yes, a round of applause for Anne Woodward, practitioner emeritus, which means she's been in this business 20 plus years. So we're very, very grateful to have two emeritus practitioners in the house. We've got Julie and Anne. So yay for that. Welcome and good morning. You're all here. Football's on today. And you're all here. Not till noon? Oh, so we have a reprieve? Yeah, I didn't even look at I didn't want to even buy into that. I was like, no, Charlene, I'm not going to buy into any of that today. We will be present, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So welcome. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. I'm Reverend Charlene. And yes, I do love football just as much as anybody else. And I have a funny story about last weekend when Susie and I were watching football. So if you want to know about that, you can ask me about it later. We were watching the wrong game. And I was just about to text my good buddy Kevin because I thought the Bills won. I know. I was watching some repeat of the Bills-Chiefs game from like another time. I don't know. And then Susie and I, the next morning, I was scrolling on Facebook and I was like, wait a coach, the Chiefs? I swear I thought I had been transported from another time and place. I was losing my mind. I'm like, what game did we watch yesterday? We watched that game and the Bills won. I was all excited. And sorry, I know I have Chiefs fans here. I love that too. We were totally watching the wrong game on a wrong channel. So, you know, it was all good. But for a brief moment, I was checking myself like, where am I? What plane of existence am I on right now? So it's all good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are a loving, embracing, football-loving community. So welcome. It's good to have everyone here. It's so good to see everybody here and having everybody online. Hello! Hi, online. I know. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. You're probably going to have maybe a game on at part of the service and watching both, and that's great. We love you. So grateful that you're here with us. Please drop a note in the chat for me. I like to go back and see what you guys are all saying. Communicate with Lorelei, our Facebook host. She's here. Have some fun, okay? Mwah. I love you. Welcome. All right. So we are going to start with our congregational song. This is a time where we get to stand up and sing together. We're going to sing Center of Creation.
That's right.
Good. We're going to boogie.
It's the last Sunday of the month, so we all should know this now. Let's get that blood pumping, yeah?
I am a center of creation. I am a seed planted in stillness. I am a center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest parts of God. All right. I am a center of creation. I am a tree rooted in fullness. I am a center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest parts of God. I know you're out there. Let's hear it a little bit louder. I am a center of creation. I am complete, living in wholeness. I am a center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest parts of God. Hey, wait, honey, say, I am a center of creation. I am a seed planted in stillness. I am a center of creation. Hear it loud. Fertile ground for the highest parts of God. Yeah.
Very good. Good singing. Good singing. Hi. My friend is here. I won't call her out, but Mama Carolyn is here, and I'm going to call you out. Hi, honey. Oh, my heart is full. I know. Am I supposed to do that kind of stuff? But no, my heart is full. We're all here together, and my Mama Carolyn is here. All right. We're going to have a spiritual reading with our practitioner of service, Ann Woodward. So I'll invite her up. Okay, mic is on.
Okay.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Well, let's see here. I'm taking our reading. I'll be on the mic in a second, but this is from the book we're reading in our book club right now, The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukav. And get to it here. It's interesting how you find confirmation in what you're learning in various places, and doesn't it make it wonderful? So here we go. Actions and reactions in the physical arena set energy into motion, forming our experience and revealing in the process the lessons that the soul has yet to learn. The introduction of consciousness into the cyclical process of creation at the point of intention and at the point of reaction allows choice. It permits the selection of alternatives. It brings consciousness to the process of evolution. Your intention and attention shape your experience. What you intend through the density of matter and through the densest level of light becomes your reality. Where your attention goes, you go. If you attend to the negative aspects of life, you choose to focus your attention on the weakness of others, on their faults and shortcomings. You draw to yourself the lower frequencies of energy currents of disdain, anger, hatred, and you put distance between yourself and others. you create obstacles to your loving. If you choose to focus your attention on the strengths of others, on the virtues of others, on the parts of others that strives for the highest, you run through your system the highest frequency currents of appreciation, acceptance, and love. Your energy and influence radiates instantaneously from soul to soul. You draw yourself and other souls of higher frequency, and with them, you create a compassionate world.
Perfect. Thank you. Ann Woodward and Kussner. Gary Zukov, Seed of the Soul. Fantastic book. I highly recommend it. We're antennas, right? We're antennas that constantly transmit our frequency, right? And so as Ann read and Gary talks about, if our focus, if our mindset is on that negative, that judgment, whatever we choose to call forth, rather than looking at fantastic aspects of being human, it's our choice. It's our choice. We can look at it, we can focus on what we want to focus on, and then we become an antenna for good, for love. And guess what? What happens in our world? We get more love, right? We create and attract more compassion, more love, less suffering. And that's what we all want, right? We want to be free. Step fully into our freedom and limit our suffering as much as possible. So, okay, all good. I could yammer on, right? I really could. All right. Good morning. Good morning. This one. So again, a public service announcement. If you weren't here last week, this one, I'm going to come stand next to you one more time. I get to embarrass you at least, 4 more times before you leave. So this one, Mike is leaving us, and he's moving on to greater opportunities in his life. He and his wife are moving to Washington, D.C. She got a fantastic job. And they sold their house in less than 30 days for above asking. So, manifesting right here. So we will miss him, but we are just actively looking for another person or persons to come in and fill this space together with Jim and Joanna. So I know Joanna's working on it. We're calling people in. So if you know somebody, right? That's why we advertise. If you know somebody and you think, oh, they might be a great addition to our group, talk to them. Yeah, send them our way. We're looking. All right, so we are so blessed. We have the gift of Joanna, Mike, and Jim with their, this is actually a Joanna Pearl original. She wrote this song and performs this song, so she is such a gift for us. So please join me in welcoming Joanna, Mike, and Jim.
I think I've done this one for you guys before, but it just fit the message, so we're going to do it again. It's called What's It Gonna Take?
X-rays can take photos of foul bones, but what I found, broken hearts. Can it be seen? Can you find a memory in 1,000 scars? Oh, sometimes that little voice cannot sing above the noise. It's telling you want to listen to. Say, don't be afraid, those scars will fade. What we need, love is all that we need. So just take a look around. Take a look around. All we wait for you to show your heart. And if the eyes are the window to the soul, can they see where the bullets left their holes? And do tears that carry others of the pieces of a mind that I've never told? Sometimes that little voice cannot see, but the noise that's telling you it won't you listen to. Say it, it's okay. Everyone's got pieces missing. What we need, love is all that we need. So just take a look around. Take a look around. What we need is the strength to believe there is beauty around us. It's to be found in every grain of sand slipping through your hands into the aftermath. 'Cause time you won't get that back. So don't waste that and open up your heart. What we need is the strength to believe there is beauty around us. It's to be found. And what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for you? Show your heart, your heart, your
Oh, it's so fantastic. Oh, we are so blessed. I have this vision. I used to have like this fear that Joanna was like going to leave us because she's so powerful, right? And I know her music career is moving exponentially upward. But then I thought, you know, what if she's singing into a stadium of people and then she comes here still? And still this is her home, this is still her home base, and she brings like, you know, all the stadium of people with her. No, but truly we are blessed. We are, this community is blessed to have Joanna. Thank you. Yes. All right. So we are grand rising. We're still rising. It's going to be all year. We're working with grand rising, right? So instead of a good morning, it's grand rising. Starting our day in that celebratory way of open, 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 right? Grand rising. So last week, we talked about being young Jedi masters, right? Being our thoughts in training and using the Force, which I call God, I call it the Force, to be in cooperation with it, right? To use it. It's here for our use. And being in partnership with that Force to create the world we want, the life we want. We are in charge, right? We are not a boat tossed on the sea. We are in charge. We control our destiny through trained thoughts, through focusing on love and compassion and kindness, right? That is how we create the vibration, because we're all vibrations, that we create that to allow more of it to come into our lives. So yeah, last week we were young Jedi masters. We were in training. How did we do?
Good.
Did we do good? We did good? Yeah? Did we use the Force in such a way that we noticed it? Yeah? Harnessed it for our use? Good. Good. Well, today we're going back to some simplicity. I'm using the Living the Science of Mind textbook from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. And my favorite thing in the whole wide world, the Sermon by the Sea. Dr. Ernest Holmes gave a talk at a Silomar up north, Monterey Bay, Silomar, and he called it the Sermon by the Sea. And I have to tell you, I'll give you a copy if you want it. I'll make it available. It is like one of my guiding principles. I've tattooed it on my back. I believe in it so much. To be for something and against nothing. It's a big concept. I just got full body chills. It means a lot to me. We can do it. We can be for something and against nothing. We can stand in love. We can be for something so powerfully that we're not against anything else. We're just really, really for this. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Talking a little bit about that. Because our philosophy, what we call science of mind, religious science, I like to call it science of mind and spirit, is really a simple philosophy. It's just simple. And we forget. We muddy it up, right? We get complicated and we see it through our lens of false belief or race consciousness or what we thought what we brought up from our childhood. When we get wounded, when we get trauma, when we have trauma, right? We create a false belief, a lens at which we look through that we think falsely is going to keep us safe. But it's a natural reaction to being hurt. There's no shame in our game. I got it too. I got my traumas. Ask my friends who are here. I lay my traumas on them all the time. It's okay. It's okay. But what we're doing here, right, is trained thought is more powerful than untrained thought, right? So it's all about learning, growing, opening ourselves to different ways of thinking to change our thought consistently, right? Because that's the outpicturing of what we believe creates the life that we're living. So last week we looked at spiritual muscle, right? We got to do the practices, right? Make room in our lives for those activities that buoy us, that help us rise, because we keep forgetting. And life, I turn the news on and I forget, because I get all involved in what I'm seeing as a fact in front of me. I have to remind myself with my spiritual practices, it's my muscle. So I meditate, I pray, I listen to great music. I had a fantastic run yesterday, and I stretched, and I was listening to my music, and I looked up at the sky, and I was overwhelmed with the feeling of how good life is. That is harnessing and creating our spiritual muscle, right? Today we're going to talk about another concept just like that. Now, who's familiar? I know I've said it before, when you're an OG, you're an original gangster, right? And that applies to lots of different vocations. You can be an OG. But today we're going to talk about the OB, the original banker. The original banker. The OB, okay? Because we have a divine birthright. When we incarnated into this place that I call this plane of existence, Spirit, the Force, God, whatever, love, cosmic muffin, whatever you call that power and presence in your life, it divinely embodied in us everything. Love, beauty, power, balance. All of the divine qualities of life were given to us. It's our birthright. From the scripture, when they say, it's God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, Spirit gave us the kingdom. We inherited it as we incarnated into this plane of existence. So we forget. We think there's lack. We think there's not enough. It's not the truth. The original banker has deposited for us everything we need. It's there. It's our birthright to draw again, use our little credit card and draw what we want. You can't take enough. You can't take it all because it's never ending. It's unlimited funds. How fantastic would it be to have a card in your wallet with unlimited funds? Well, what would I do? I'd take us all somewhere. We'd rent out a cruise ship and go. Right? But that's really the truth. We have that card in our wallet right now. It resides in us. It's unlimited. And I am the only one that screws that up because it is done unto me as I believe. What I believe is the outpicturing of my life. And I like to think of it, spiritual coin, as love. And as I align with it, oh, what's wrong? Somebody wants out? Oh, sorry. I heard murmuring. I'm like, what's happening? Is something I need to be aware of? You two are always troublemakers. Do not sit together. They do this in class too. They're like giggling, and I love it. Sorry, I digress. But when we're practicing the presence, right? When we can draw on that OB's bank account, it's never ending. All I need to do is lay back. Yesterday I lay back and I was stretching and I looked up at the sky and a little bird flew over and I was like, oh, he didn't poop on me, how fantastic. And life is good. Life is good. Dr. Ernest Holmes says, this is practicing the presence of God, coming to know that we are in partnership with the original banker, the one who made the bank of life, but the one who, in a certain sense, must wait for us to join in the divine partnership. I gotta use my card. It's there.
I want it.
I know. Let's use our card. We have to join in the divine partnership. We have to join in. We have to use conscious, trained thought to join in. So when that limiting belief comes in, I think I'm not enough, or I think I don't have enough, or there's not enough love, or whatever, you fill it in, right? Whatever the not enough is. It's okay that we have the first thought. The important thing is we jump to the second thought as quickly as possible, which is that's not the truth. Charlene, that's not the truth. The truth is I can use my card, I can draw on the divine. I can draw on it at any time. But just like doing our spiritual muscle, right? We have to practice the presence. We got to practice it. And when we love ourselves, when we know this truth, when we embody that, it spills out and it heals others. It's up to us. It starts with us. I have to love myself. I know I'm not going to put it in. I was going to do the image of, you put your mask on first, right? But that is the truth. If you're in an airplane, you put your mask on first. And then you help other people with their masks. It's the same principle. I must love myself. You're the only one you can't break up with. Others may come and go. So I just don't affirm not putting ourselves first, doing what is best for us, using discernment, understanding what motivates me, doing more of that. Because then when I do that, I'm a happier, well-adjusted, loving, compassionate, beautiful person. And then I'm like a light, and the moths are attracted to the light. They want what I got. And then when I am full, I can support other people in my life. There is a power that is greater than I, and I can use it. I love this image from last week, and I'm doing it again. This is fantastic. This tree does not know that this is not possible. Right? It's not saying to itself, oh, I don't think I can push through this rock. It pushes right through the rock. We have to use that power. Help ourselves first, and then let it spill out. So if I want more peace in the world, I must be peaceful. If I want more love in the world, I must be loving. Even when it's hard. Even when I'm being persnickety and I'm like, no, I can't love that person. They're too much of a pain in my rear. I have the thought, right? I'm a human being. I have the thought. How quickly can I move to the other thought where I can love them because I love myself? I can understand them because I understand myself. When I understand myself, I can understand others. And I don't take ownership of them. I just try to understand them. I still go back to, I have it hanging on my wall in my office. It's from Downton Abbey, when the Dowager Countess looks at, someone and says, take everything as a compliment. It averts much suffering. Take everything as a compliment. I don't have to buy into it. I can just observe, love it right where it's at. Because it starts with me. And I am important. And we are all necessary to create the world we want, the world that works for everyone. We create it. And so there's nothing outside of that we. Everything's in it. But we have to practice. All right, we're going to do some practicing. I think I'm going to turn the lights off. Okay. I'll be back. Going behind the magic curtain. Okay, here we go. Because we are going to practice drawing on some spiritual coin, okay? All right, so I want everybody to get comfy. If you're a team, the away team, get comfy if you can. The home team is in the dark here, and we are going to sit in our chair and feel the floor beneath us and close our eyes, okay? Because I'm going to read you these words from Dr. Ernest Holmes. And I really want you to take them in. I want you to try to feel into them, okay? This is from his Sermon by the Sea at Asilomar. All right. Find me one person who is for something and against nothing, who is redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his soul. And I will find another Savior, another Jesus, and an exalted human being, redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his own soul. When I love myself, when I know my soul, I don't burden others. I can be for myself and for what I believe in, and not against anything or anyone. Find me one person who has given all that he has in love, because he will have revealed to me the nature of God and proved to me the possibility of all human souls. We can do it. We can give all that we have to love. Find me one person who can get his own littleness out of the way, and he shall reveal to me the immeasurable magnitude of the universe in which I live. When we can get our own littleness out of the way, We can be revealers of the magnificence of the universe. Find me one person who knows how to talk to God, really, and I shall walk with him through the woods, and everything that seems inanimate will respond. The leaves of the trees will clap their hands. The grass will grow soft under our feet. Find me one person who knows how to talk to God. When we talk and we know to God, we see God in everything. The tree, the bird, the leaves, the grass, the human being. And everything grows softer beneath our feet. Find me one person who is for something and against nothing. Find one person who has given all that he or she has in love. Find me one person who can get their own littleness out of the way. Find me one person who knows how to talk to God. I would love if one of these passages spoke to you, that we take that in as our mantra. That's my mantra. And print it up and live by it every day. Because when we do that, life softens. There's less hard edges. We are changed because of it, this belief and these thoughts. And our life changes. And we can go deeper. You think you haven't gone deep enough? Guess what? You can go deeper. It never ends. Much like the divine bank account, you can give more. You can love more. You can be forgiving more. It never runs out. You think you've pushed it and I can't do it. I can't love any more than I have. Push through again. Go beyond. And then go beyond the beyond. And then go beyond the beyond the beyond. When we embody those words, we can walk with each other through that door beyond. Right? Beyond. It just gets better. It begins and ends with us. I love this Martin Luther quote. There's a story about Martin Luther, 17th century Lutheran, started the Lutheran Church. And they say he was asked, what would he do if the world were to end tomorrow? So what would I do if I knew the world was going to end tomorrow? And he said, I'd plant an apple tree today. Plant our seeds today. Plant those trees today, regardless of what is going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen the next minute. Will the lights come on? I don't know. But I can be so focused with my God eye, so focused on practicing the presence today, planting that apple tree today. It doesn't matter if the world ends tomorrow. I planted my tree today. So that's where I want us to be. I want us to move through together, starting today. Not worrying about the effect, the outcome, letting loose of that, but just loving ourselves so fully. Remembering that we are God in form. and live in the present moment, not in the past and not in the future, just trusting today. Because when we do that, we understand that all is truly well. All is well. And so, I hope that we take this from today. Take a passage of the Sermon by the Sea. Use it during the week. See how it shifts and softens. Because I promise you, that is how we move into our freedom. Planting those trees, planting those apple trees today. Okay? We have a deal? We have a pinky promise? Yeah? Pinky promise? We're pinky promising? I love you. And so it is. Okay, let's see if the lights come on. Let's see. You never know with Charlene. The electricity may say no. All right. All right, so we have another song. Oh, I love this song. Love this song. Joanna and Mike and Jim are going to perform Man in the Mirror. Because remember, it starts with us. It's us, it's us. So please join me in welcoming Joanna, Mike, and Jim back to the stage.
This song has been haunting me, and I'm like, no.
Haunting you?
It's like, no. I'm like, okay.
I'm glad you said yes.
Yes.
In my life, it's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the color on, oh baby, the winter cold, the wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids on the street, well, they're enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top in one man's soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Na 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 na. Victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there is some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me, pretending that they're not alone? Oh, will all deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. Follow the pattern on the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, you better look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, you better look at yourself and then make a change. na 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 na.
Tough part of being a religious scientist. It begins with me, and I have to look in my own mirror. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Right? One more time. All right. I'd like to call up our ambassadors. I think it's Ted and Sandra. Thank you. Yes, they got those funky baskets. I know. They're cute. Hello. Hello. Ted and Sandra are ambassadors today. Yeah, I like it. So we know, as being good religious scientists, metaphysicians, that we live in a reciprocal universe, right? What does that mean, reciprocal universe? It means as we give, we receive, right? And you cannot, the OB is like, go for it. Try to outgive me, right? You cannot outgive the original maker, right? So this is a place where we get to participate. I really do look at it as an opportunity, a gift, to participate in the law of giving and receiving. As we give, we receive. Ted actually walked me through a process. I mean, just a small, platform moment. Many, many years ago, when I was much younger, and new to this teaching, I was very stingy. Ask my wife. The German in me was like, no, not doing it. I'm just not. I will give this much, and that's fine. And I got this big bonus check. It's $10,000. I know. And Susie came to me and was like, should we practice tithing? And I was like, no! Blasphemy! And Susie pushed me a little bit, and I said, okay, I'm going to trust this, I'm going to walk this talk, and I'm going to trust. And we did. We gave 10% of that big check, and I love that this is a science, because I swear to you, it worked. It was crazy. I love the magic. Never gets old. Never gets old to me. We exponentially, after that moment, when we made a decision to tithe in a meaningful way in our family, our life opened up. My work opened up. I just can't even tell you how it opened up. So it does work. I'm not asking any of us to tithe 10%, but I'm just asking us to play around with the law of giving and receiving and try it. Give a little more. Give a little more. See what opens up. And do it in a way, that was the hurdle for me, was being really, really grateful to do it. It wasn't just lip service. I had to, I really, really was grateful to be able to give this. And I wrote little hearts on my check, and it was a whole thing. It does work. We are in the givingness of the original banker cannot be measured. So I'm grateful for all the support. What we do here matters. We are a teaching center. We teach here, and we create better lives for many, many, many people. So your support, and online your support, all of it matters. It goes into this place. It supports our musicians. It supports this center, and it makes a difference. Okay, that's it. Let's put our offering, our tithe, whatever we're giving, even if it's just in the mind, and call in that gratitude for the ability to participate in this divine communion of giving. And know, as we lay into that gratitude for it, that it changes us. It starts with us. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to give, to receive, to make that claim on the original banker. I am grateful. So I just bless these tithes, these givingnesses. I bless it all. I say thank you. And so it is.
So it is.
So let's say our affirmation of abundance with gusto, please. Divine love through me
need. Come on, go.
So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need.
All right, Kevin is in the house. Where's Kevin? Kevin, announcements with Kevin. All right, I have an announcement first while he's leaving. I know, where's his walk-up song? I like that one.
You're the man. You're the man.
He's the man. Jim on bass. All right, we are a teaching center. We are. That is the foundation of what we do. Dr. Ernest Holmes really didn't want to create a religion. He was like, nah, I want to teach, and I want to be a teaching center. And he was such a fabulous and dynamic speaker, as we listened before, right? He's really a poet, that it grew and grew into this movement, which is now called religious science or science of mind and spirit. But we are offering a foundations class. If you've never taken a class, or if it's been a while since you've taken a class, come take a class. I'm going to be teaching on Tuesday nights from 6 to 8:30. You know, it's a fantastic time. We just do this, and we talk, and we explore, and I want you to challenge me. This is your path, and if I say something, or this something comes up from Dr. Ernest Holmes, and you're like, I want to know about it. You know, that's how we learn. That's when we mirror each other and we learn from each other. So I hope you take the class. It's 10 weeks. It's fun. I think we have fun. We do experientials. Those, yeah, see, they're not students who had taken the class. We do fun things, and we take little walkabouts, and we go commune with the olive tree. We do fun things. It's just not about just sitting there in a classroom and just listening to a talking head. You get enough of that on Sunday with me. It's about learning and exploring. We read the Science of Mind textbook. We change our lives because we get solid in the principles and the practices. So you're meditating every week. You're reading, you're doing spiritual reading. You're maybe doing a little prayer. So there's a sign-up sheet on the breezeway. I hope you join us. 6 o'clock on Tuesday. We are a teaching center. We're teaching the youth. So if you know, we are calling in the youth together. I want us all to collectively, in consciousness, call in our youth and family. Diane Summers is leading. Yep, she's got like a bajillion letters after her name. She's very certified and accredited. She is leading the youth and family program, and she's looking for teachers, and we're calling in the youth. So if you online, come. The youth, come. We're ready for you. More than 2 youths. We're ready for you. So please see Diane if you want to teach. She makes it easy. We're going to have a kickoff meeting the second week of February. More information on that, where she's going to train us and talk about the program, make it really, really easy. Okay? All right, so there's that. And now I'm going to hand it over to Kevin. Oh wait, no, we're not. Now we're calling up Janine. I know. Kevin's going to get to speak, I swear. Janine, come up here. We're doing the singing telegram again. So Janine is going to talk a little bit about singing telegrams. Now we'll get out of the way.
Hello, friends. Do you sometimes feel tired and grumpy?
Yes?
Would you like more joy in your life?
Yes.
And the life of others? Are you just starting to recover from December's festivities, and now it's nearly February and Valentine's Day is coming? No worries. There really is a simple cure. Why not participate in CSL TV's Valentine's fundraiser? Here's how it works.
Props.
Over the next few weeks, simply purchase a handmade original Valentine with a message you select from our display board. And your Valentine will be performed and delivered on Sunday, February 11th, sometime during our service.
Da, 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 da,
Just you, babe.
Just me. To the band from Reverend Char. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. When the skies are gray, you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Thanks for being my Valentine today. With love. And there you have it. It's that easy. Now, this exclusive offer is only happening for one day only, so mark your calendar for Sunday, February 11th, and purchase early because our supply may be limited. Sizes and colors may vary. Can't make it on the 11th? No worries. Simply make your purchase to go. That's right. You can take that Valentine and sing it yourself. Worried that you might feel a little nervous about it? No worries. Simply slip on a pair of sunglasses, like this. On a tight budget, or simply just plain skeptical about the whole ordeal? No worries. Take advantage of our special offer. It's name your price. That's right. You decide what you want to give. And remember, give, and it will give back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Give, and it will give back to you. When you give, so give, give, give.
Or yours
Today.
It'll be hard to top that one. So before I do the announcements, first announcement, no books today, sorry. I woke up late today. I was out partying last night. Even though I don't drink, I was out partying. So I have a joke. Go figure that, right? All right, so remember last week, my mom suggested that I be a farmer, so I'd be outstanding in my field. So I said to her, I said, well, I don't really want to be a farmer. And she said, Kevin, why don't you be a proctologist? I said, Mom, proctologist, why would I do that? This way you'll get a little behind in your work. Okay. All right, seriously. Okay, Super Bowl Sunday. We are gathering non-perishable food items to deliver the Temecula Community of Hope Food Pantry. Please bring in your canned goods. The men's ministry will gather them up and deliver them by Super Bowl Sunday. And see Reverend Michael, if you're interested in that. Did you want to speak on the next donation drive?
Oh, yeah. Well, so quickly, I was just thinking, maybe the next drive we do, I'm open for suggestions, maybe we do another giving campaign where it's to our local animal shelter and we bring in pet food or, good blankets and old sweatshirts and things that they can use. So come to me with any ideas that you have on ways that we can participate in giving. We want to have a fun playground to practice in. So just let me know what your thoughts are and we'll try to implement them throughout the year, okay?
All right. There you go.
Thank you, Rev Short. We have a new date for the Peace Bowl dedication. It's now February 18th. Please mark your calendars. We've also received approval to create a labyrinth in the Peace Garden. Today after service, we will be painting rocks for the labyrinth, so bring a rock to help build our labyrinth, easy for me to say, full of peace and love. We are excited to be bringing back a fan favorite, the 2024 Vision Board Workshop. Set your, with practitioner Beth Haas, create your own unique vision board for the year. Set your intentions into motion by creating images, affirmations, and unexpected messages from your own mind onto a vision board map for your new year. Sunday, February 4th, 2024, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Love offerings suggested at $40, or that is the price. I'm not sure how that works. All vision board materials provided. Please feel free to bring your surplus magazines to share. And I would say go Bills, but they're out of it. So thank you.
I miswatched last week, the bills would still be in there. Just saying. Yeah, the vision board. If you've got a teenage person in your life or a young person in your life, bring them too. Because it really is a beautiful workshop. No joke, it really does work. I know we're all supposed to be all spiritual and stuff, and we are. But on my vision board from last year, the top right-hand corner was this tiny little picture of this car. I didn't put anything into it at the time. It was a SUV-like looking car. Do you know that not less than 4 months later, we had purchased, and it's this weird green, not weird, it's a beautiful green color. Not a color I would have chosen at all, and it matches that little car on the top right-hand corner of the vision board. It's so amazing, so amazing. So it does, when you follow your intuition and your soul's guidance in that time, it's not about the picture, it's just about trusting and looking at the magazines and picking that, your soul tells you what images to put, and you put it on the board, it's just magic. So, and Beth is a fantastic facilitator, a beautiful facilitator, so I encourage all of us to be there next Sunday. She plans it perfectly. No playoff, no Super Bowl. She mindfully plants it right there in between the two. All right. So if I could have our practitioners stand, please. Our practitioners are licensed prayer partners and warriors, and these beloveds pray for us during the week. If you put a prayer in the prayer box, you can come up if you want. Come up with me. Come up with me. Come on. This is really the ecclesiastical arm of our center. These are the beloveds who hold the vision and pray for all of us. Pray for the world every week. So if there's something heavy on your heart, put a prayer in the prayer box. Come see a practitioner after service. If there's something you want to experience more of, like go Chiefs, have a prayer and take a prayer and put it in the prayer box. No prayer is rejected, right? We take these things very seriously and we pray on it during the week. It's part of our practice, and it's an honor and a gift for us to do so. So, praying together collectively is powerful, so I'm going to ask us all to just close our eyes and soften our bodies. Yes, and take that breath into ourselves and center. Giving ourselves the gift of this moment to remember the truth of our being. I call it love. It is the creator, the source and support of all, of everything. Nothing is outside of its awareness. It is creating more of itself, revealing more of itself, being more of itself in all matter of form and being. It is forever. And so I know that I am an embodiment of this love, and as I know this for myself, I know this for each beloved here and everywhere, a unique embodiment of God, of love, of spirit. And so I know that we remember into ourselves right now that the original Baker has deposited for us as our birthright as much love as we can embody, as much abundance as we can embody, as much forgiveness and compassion and beauty and power and strength. All of the divine qualities are ever available to us. It is only as we remember it and feel it in our physical form, call it forth in a greater way. And so I just know and affirm that we are love, and that we can step beyond, we can give more, we can be more, we can love more, we can do it as we remember who we are, the truth of our being. So with great gratitude for this remembering, for this knowing, for this being, I am so grateful. And I place my word into the power and action of the law, for I know it is already done in the mind of God. It's already done. And together we affirm this by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right, you know Snow, Beth. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Come on, a little fire up here.
All right, we are going to close out our service together by singing Here Comes the Sun. We're all about grand rising, so I ask you to rise up and sing together with Joanna, Mike, and Jim.